Professor Zeldar adjusted his crystalline optical enhancers and smiled, or rather, performed the Valerian equivalent of smirking, as he addressed the Galactic Xenobiology Conference. His 4 arms gestured dramatically at the holographic display showing various extinct species. Deathworlders are long extinct, he proclaimed with absolute certainty. No species from a Class 12 death world could possibly develop the neural sophistication required for space travel. The environmental pressures would favor brute survival over cognitive development. The assembled scholars from across the galaxy murmured in agreement. It was established science, after all. Death worlds, planets with excessive gravity, violent weather, predator-saturated ecosystems, and volatile tectonics, simply didn't produce spacefaring civilizations. In the back of the auditorium, newly inducted Ambassador Sarah Chen sat quietly, taking notes on her datapad. Earth's first representative to the Galactic Council had been advised to observe and learn before speaking. The conference continued until an emergency alarm shattered the academic atmosphere. A Krynax, an apex predator that had escaped from the Xenozoology lab, burst into the auditorium. 3 meters of muscle, claws, and rage, the creature had been sedated for transport, but the drugs had worn off prematurely. Panic erupted. The assembled scholars, from peaceful garden worlds and calm ocean planets, had no framework for dealing with a predator. They scattered, screaming in frequencies that hurt Sarah's ears. Security personnel fumbled with their non-lethal restraints, hands trembling too violently to aim properly. Professor Zeldar froze, his smirk vanishing as the Krynax fixed its 6 eyes on him. Sarah stood up calmly. She didn't run. She didn't scream. She walked directly toward the predator. "Hey there, big guy," she said softly, her voice steady. She moved slowly, deliberately, maintaining eye contact but not staring aggressively. Her posture was relaxed but alert, the body language of someone who belonged in the presence of danger. The Krynax paused, confused. Its predatory instincts registered something unexpected. This small creature showed no fear, no prey behavior. It moved like another predator, but without challenge or threat. Sarah noticed the creature's labored breathing, the slight tremor in its limbs. "You're scared, aren't you?" she murmured. "New place. Strange smells. You just want to feel safe." She knelt slowly, making herself smaller, less threatening. She began humming, a low, rhythmic sound that her grandfather had used to calm horses on their ranch in Montana. The vibration carried across the silent auditorium. The Krynax's breathing slowed. Its muscles relaxed incrementally. After several tense minutes, it lowered itself to the ground, still watching Sarah but no longer poised to attack. Security finally arrived with proper containment equipment. As they carefully secured the now calm predator, the auditorium remained in stunned silence. Professor Zeldar stared at Sarah, his 4 arms hanging limply at his sides. She walked back to her seat, sat down, and resumed taking notes as if nothing unusual had occurred. After a moment, she looked up at the professor and smiled pleasantly. "I believe you were discussing Deathworlder extinction," she said. "Please, continue." The professor didn't continue. He couldn't. Because standing before him was something the galaxy had theorized was impossible, a species that had evolved alongside predators, that understood fear and calm in equal measure, that carried the instincts of a death world in the mind of a diplomat. Humanity had arrived in the galaxy. And the textbooks would need to be rewritten.